I didn't see you there. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's definitely been a while. Uh, I'm sorry, I guess, to those of you who probably care. Actually, there is one guy who cares, so you know what? Whatever. But it has been a while, and this is gonna be a different kind of video in the first place, but it's gonna be me talking about some things. This totally isn't an excuse to get more commentary practice, but you know, I guess I'll give some lore to you guys about who I am and kind of why I kind of been on this journey, how long I've kind of been on this journey, and hopefully you get something out of it, even if it's just entertainment, or if you want to listen to just some idiot talk for a little bit, you know, whatever. I'm sure you'll enjoy this sick Risk of Rain gameplay. But I was, let's see, probably like 9 or 10. And my brothers were playing Final Fantasy X. I couldn't play the game at the time, I could only watch them play. I was watching them play, and I got stuck. I got stuck on a boss. Legit. It's a little genius me who knew how to use the computer. I had to Google it. Yeah, how do I beat X boss? And what do you know? YouTube pops up, and it shows some guy beating the boss. And I remember, you know, telling them about it, obviously, but they didn't care. They thought it was cheating. But I became super enamored with the idea that you can just look that kind of stuff up. It's kind of mind-blowing even today. You can just literally look up something. But back then, it felt super unheard of. And pretty much since that day, I got hooked on YouTube, and still, I mean, it's my #1 source of entertainment. You know, I don't really watch TV or movies that much, but I watch a shit ton of YouTube. It's interesting. But I've definitely, you know, seen my share of the space. I was there for a lot of different things, a lot of different metas. I was there with the good old content with, you know, the Fred movie. Oh yeah, man, I used to watch Fred. Good old annoying orange. Good old, is it a good idea to microwave this? You know, I was there for a lot of stuff. And I remember something caught my eyes because I used to watch like gameplay stuff, but eventually I found people talking. I discovered commentary. And wow, I've been hooked pretty much since then. Just commentaries, you know, let's plays, all that stuff. Chugga Convoy, the creatures, people like C-Nanners who didn't necessarily do let's play content, but just did, you know, just gameplay. Jesse Cox. You know, Total Biscuit, Yogg's Cast, holy shit, man, I was with it all. And let me tell you, I've been through the fair share of drama too that I've all had. You know, when YouTube kind of messed up their copyright system, so people just abused it and would copyright claim people's voices. When Nintendo pretty much claimed any Nintendo YouTuber, you weren't making any money off of their videos. I was there when, you know, machinima was actually useful and was like the next big thing, and was totally not signing illegal contracts with a bunch of creators. Oh yeah, baby, I've been through it all. I've seen it all. But ever since I was really young, I was a part of the space. I really enjoyed, you know, just seeing all the content creators, and it just became my source of entertainment. And not to get a little mopey, but I was pretty lonely as a kid, I guess, and I guess the way commentary worked, I always felt like I had someone talk to me or something. But I had a grand idea, probably at the age of 12. I said, you know what? Why don't I do it myself? And I mean, that's pretty much how I started. So my genius idea that totally was gonna take off, like every other kid, was to be a Minecraft YouTuber. Oh yeah. Yep, I was gonna do Minecraft YouTube. Now, I did some recordings with people, and you know, I did some solo stuff, and I quickly realized I don't have a good mic. I have a lot of background noise, so I said, oh, you know, I can't do it. I can't be one. You know, I had a lot of background noise, so I couldn't be one. And from there, and eventually, I got my own room, and the background noise stopped, right? So, woo, we were back in business. So I did it again. And this time I realized, well, I don't really have a good mic. I don't have a good computer. I don't have a good setup. So I said, oh, well, this shit ain't for me. I don't have a good setup. I think at this point I was probably making like Terraria videos. I was trying to make like Smite videos or like Pokemon Let's Plays. Stuff like that. I was like, I don't have a good setup. I don't have a good mic. So I can't do it. You know, it's not for me. I can't. But eventually, I got my own PC. I, have had some good mics and definitely some things I could have tweaked with and all that. Especially now. But yeah, I mean, hey, I have a good setup, I have a good mic, so I came back. And then I decided, well, shit, I don't have time. I was in high school, I was probably like maybe 15, 16, 17. I was like, oh man, I don't have time anymore, I don't have the time for this. And I kind of gave up on it. I really did. But it was always in the back of my head, man. I'd always want to be a YouTuber since I was really young. But I just made a lot of excuses for it, and it really did eat away at me sometimes. The coolest thing about YouTube is that there were growing content creators, and the scene has only grown, A lot more sponsors are involved. You have kids who actually want to be YouTubers. It was so unheard of back in the day, but you have a lot of people want to get into content creation. The platform has grown, and I always thought to myself, well, there's too many people now. I made another excuse. There's too many people now. There's no way I'll ever get recognized on the platform. But like I said, it just used to eat away at me from time to time. I always would mention it to people, and they'd be like, oh, why not do it? Why not? And it wasn't until recently that I really genuinely sat down within the past 2 years-ish and tried to make something out of it. But I always fell into that, I don't have enough time, I always made excuses. But I don't know, I'm kind of sick of that, It still eats away at me about how I didn't pursue things, about how, oh, I wish I did when I was younger, stuff like that. But my point is I'm kind of getting sick of it, so that's it. I'm putting my foot down. I know if I want to make the time for it, then I'll do it. No questions asked, So here I am. But the point is, I'm still really a big part of the community, and really I never left it, I still watch a lot of YouTube, still discover a lot of creators. I still love hearing about the scene. I still love even talking to people about the scene and things like that. But I've always just never got back into it. It really would eat away at me sometimes. I really would be like, I don't know why I didn't pursue it. I'm a lot older now. I should just pursue it. Especially because I know that if I want to put the time towards it, I will. And because I know that the game has changed. I used to think that, well, shit. Now everyone's a YouTuber. I can't do it. I can't. But I don't know, it's a very negative mindset, don't you think? Instead of looking at it like that, why not look at it like, hey, everyone has a chance, Platforms are growing, there's a lot more sponsors nowadays. There's a lot more content you can make, For the past 2 years, that kinda's been eating me up. But I think I'm sick of having regret. I'm especially sick of kind of just wishing it would happen or would have happened. I guess this is my resolve to come back and actually do it. I don't want that regret, and I especially don't want to miss out anymore, man. I really do want to try to make something out of it. And hey, maybe it just won't work. Maybe, but at least I won't have the regret. At least I know, hey, I actually did give it a fair shot. Did what I could. And I can live with that, I think. But yeah, so let's talk about the future. I'm sure some of you guys don't give a shit about the backstory, but I felt like it'd be kind of cool to mention it. The future. It'll more than likely be pretty soonish, hopefully, that I upload the rest of the bird only run. But from there, I definitely would love to do some other stuff. Definitely would like to do more commentary like this. I think that'd be really cool. And I definitely would love to, maybe do some more challenge stuff, not necessarily just from Lost Sanctuary, maybe some other games. I would love to do other kinds of games as well. And I kind of just see how things go, you know? I can't promise it's gonna be smooth sailing. I can't promise everything's gonna be bangers, but I don't want to live with regret. I've always said that, and I've always been someone who cringes out with other people. Don't live with regret. You know, if you want to do it, then do it. Who's stopping you? And I guess, you know, I was always the token friend who gave that kind of advice, but never took his own. But I mean, here I am. So expect some things in the future. I do have plans for the future. But if I do genuinely have anything to say, it's that living with regret really does suck. Whatever you want to do, whether it be content creation or anything else really, why not just go for it, you know? Don't live with that regret. At least know you gave something a fair shot. At least know that you put some effort into it. And that, hey, you have that accomplishment now. But yeah, I definitely want to do more content in the future. I definitely don't want to give up on this just yet, especially when it still eats me up. And, you know, hopefully I'll see you guys around more. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate you hearing me out. If you, to that OG that asked me if I'm gonna continue the bird-only run, I really do appreciate you still checking up on that. Really does genuinely mean a lot. And, yeah, I'm sick of regret. So we're gonna try to do some big things. And hopefully I'll see you there. And hopefully if you're also struggling trying to do, you know, whatever your own little content grind or anything like that, hopefully you also give it your all. I'll see you soon.